Can you imagine a world where sharks are extinct? Maybe you're thinking that the beaches would be safer because no one would have to worry about a 300-pound beast with razor-sharp teeth coming after them. Or maybe you're thinking that the world would be better off without the vicious sharks that the movies portray. However, this is not the case. This is not true. The world, especially the ocean's ecosystem, would not be better off without sharks. Recently, there have been a high decline of shark populations. According to the International Union of Conservation of Nature, 143 shark species are endangered. And this number is only increasing because according to the Smithsonian, 100 million sharks are killed each year. The number one reason for the deaths of sharks is shark finning. Shark finning is an act of cutting off all of the shark's fins while the shark is still alive. And since 27 nations, including the United States, have a ban on this, and the fact that the fins are worth way more than the meat on the body, sharks are tossed back into the ocean. This is similar to taking an animal, cutting up all of their limbs, and leaving them there to bleed to death. This is because without fins, sharks are unable to move and breathe. Sharks breathe by swimming. Swimming pushes water through their gills that filters out the oxygen. So without fins, sharks will die a painful and suffocating death. On the black market, there's a high demand of shark fin. The average cost of 1 pound of shark fin is $450, but it depends on the species. If it's from a species of high demand, like the hammerheads, then the cost would be a lot more. Now you may be wondering why people would want shark fins to begin with. This is because of shark fin soup. Shark fin soup is a popular cuisine in Asia. The famous chef Gordon Ramsay traveled to Asia to taste this soup, and he was not impressed. He was able to board a boat that practiced shark finning and witnessed it firsthand. He called it the worst form of animal cruelty. Sharks are extremely important to the ocean's ecosystem. Many scientists consider sharks to be a keystone species, which means if you removed sharks from the ocean's ecosystem, the whole ocean's ecosystem would collapse. Sharks are beneficial to the ocean's ecosystem for 2 reasons. The first reason is that they help keep the food chain in check. They do this because they are a top predator. Sharks prey on larger fish and rays who eat the smaller fish and mollusks, who are filter feeders. Without sharks, the larger fish and ray will consume more of the smaller fish and mollusk. This will leave algae to overgrow the ocean. So that nice little beach that you were planning on going to during spring break or summer vacation is now filled with algae. And let's face it, no one's going to want to go swimming in water that's green. Another case of this, according to the Census of Marine Life, is that of the cow-nosed rays and the scallops off the mid-Atlantic coast in the United States. The cow-nosed rays population is abundant, and their prey, the scallops, are being depleted because they cannot keep up with the demands. The scallops in that area are considered to be endangered. The second reason why sharks are beneficial to the ocean's ecosystem is because they help keep vital habitats healthy. They do this through intimidation. Through intimidation, sharks are able to regulate prey species' behaviors. An example of this, according to Shark Savers, is the seagrass beds in Hawaii. Tiger sharks eat the turtles who eat the seagrass. However, when the tiger sharks are around, the turtles eat less grass over a wider area. When the tiger sharks are not around, they consume more grass and destroy the habitat. Sharks are extremely important to the ocean's ecosystem, but their populations are declining due to shark finning and shark fin soup. There are many ways you can help protect the sharks. You can spread awareness of how sharks are important, and you can avoid the handful of restaurants in Texas and the United States that serve shark fin soup. You can find a list of these restaurants at Animal Welfare Institute's website. Now I ask again, can you imagine a world where sharks are extinct and the ocean's ecosystem is at odds? If nothing changes, then future generations will not have to imagine.